This is part two of stories of my youth. Today is the 19th of August 2013, Monday morning or Monday noon. It's a sunny day today. Rained most of the night. Temperatures are in the mid 70s Fahrenheit, mid 20s Celsius. And I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about my experience playing jazz as a young man, together with my friend at the time, John Peters. We played in a American Legion Hall, I believe, and I put my clarinet case down, hoping that people would be so delighted that they'd drop a few coins in now and then. That's exactly what happened. They dropped a few coins. I don't think there was more than a couple of dollars after we played a few hours. And when I was packing up my clarinet, I found a business card. And on the front of the business card, it said, Rudy's Sportsman's Club. I have no idea what sports these sportsmen were interested in, but I have to say that this took place in Calumet City, Illinois. That probably doesn't mean much to people today or the people that might be watching this. At the time, Calumet City was quite well known. It's a town south of Chicago. And the part I grew up in of the little town of Calumet City was just a quiet, suburban, typical Middle West town. However, Calumet City was famous for one street called State Street, which was one of the bastions of organized crime at the time. And there were always reports of shootings and large mob turf battles and so on. I didn't have anything directly to do with that, and I didn't intend to. Certainly wasn't prone to riding my bicycle down State Street. But as it turned out, Rudy's club was on State Street. And I looked at John, and he looked at me, and he said, "We can't do this." And I said, "No, and we sure can't tell our parents." But we did. It said on the back of the card, come to back door Monday, 7 o'clock. Piano is tuned. So we showed up, making some excuse to our parents, and we showed up on Monday evening. A rather shady-looking character let us in, showed us to the piano. Walking in the door was an amazing experience for I guess I was 17 or maybe 16. The wall of dense blue cigarette and cigar smoke hit me as I walked towards the piano, and the smell of spilled beer and booze was overwhelming. On the one hand, I found it rather repulsive. On the other hand, it was very exciting because this was the kind of place our parents had warned us never to go in. John sat down at the piano, and in fact, it had been tuned, and I pulled out my clarinet, and we started playing. I put the clarinet case out in front. The manager of the club said if we played 2 hours, we had to leave at 9. If we played 2 hours, he'd give us each $20. And you can't imagine how much $20 was at that time. It was an amazing amount of money. Just for example, my friend Jim the next year, bought a Pontiac Catalina two-door with a 333 horsepower V8 and tri-power 3.2 barrel carbs and stick shift, and paid $3,333 for it. So you can imagine what $20 meant to a couple of kids. In fact, however, when we, at 9 o'clock, were ushered out of the place, I presume the manager knew the police would be coming by later on that evening. I went to my clarinet case and was dumbfounded to see that the people had not thrown coins in, but there are actually dollar bills and even $5 bills in it. We wound up with $35 each for 2 hours of doing exactly what we really enjoyed doing. So, of course, we were in imagination then about becoming millionaires playing jazz. And we did actually do this gig, I think, 2 or 3 times. And I believe it was on the 3rd time, after we'd been playing about an hour, the manager suddenly came up and told us we had to leave immediately, and we did. He gave us our $20 anyway, and we left. And as we were leaving the back door, we saw the police car pull up in front. And as it turned out, what I understood was that some member of this club had told his brother, who was a cop, and they came to investigate these kids that were playing in a bar where they were not allowed to be. That kind of ended our career. John graduated from high school, and I went on playing with a number of other people. We got together a quartet, actually, a very good another very good pianist, string bass, percussion, drummer, and myself, and we played a number of places. There wasn't a lot of activity at the time possible because most places would not hire kids, of course. It was quite illegal to do that. So that's my kind of ended my jazz career. From there, I went to college and started playing more classical music. When I came to Europe, at first didn't even take my clarinet with me, but then I found out again that it was a great way to meet people, and I had a friend who was an excellent pianist also here, and we wound up playing classical chamber music, and we got together, in fact, a string quartet with clarinet, and also a piano quintet with clarinet, and there's a lot of good music from Brahms and Mozart and Weber, a number of other composers. That's my cat, one of our cats, Valentino. Andor is at work today. Well, before I ramble on any longer, let's take another look at Trevor Richards here and Melancholy Baby. My Melancholy Baby, written by Ernie Burnett and George Norton in 1912. My Melancholy Baby was one of the first songs that I learned to play on the clarinet, and later became a sort of theme song, together with Stardust. I've rambled on now long enough, and this video is getting kind of long. I'll probably just continue on and make a third one. I've got some more stories to tell. I'm recording this, by the way, on a Logitech 9000 webcam, and I think the quality is certainly adequate. I wish I could show something besides pictures of myself here. Maybe I'll think of something else. Maybe I'll make a slideshow and talk while it's going on. But for the time being, you'll just have to put up with looking at me. I'll compile this, go down and have something to eat for lunch, and then when I get back, I'll upload it and perhaps start part 3. Thanks a lot for watching. It's fun for me to talk about these old times, and if it's entertaining for any of you, that's great. Cheers. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.